Hi guys, James from DBG and welcome to another video. This time we're delving back into the deep dark history of the 31st millennium with some Horus Heresy goodness. Oh, you're going to have to forgive me, I've just run up the stairs for no apparent reason. Anyway, so yeah, I should have checked, but many weeks ago, possibly months ago, I did a video called The Dangers of Reading, which was basically me reading a Horus Heresy novel and then going, oh, I really need to do an Imperial Fist army. And then I put Imperial Fist army together, lots of cheap stuff off eBay and what have you. And then came to sitting down and painting it. And I could not bring myself to paint yellow. It is such, I find yellow such an arse to paint. It is untrue. I mean, if I've been paid to do it, not a problem. But do it for myself, nah. I don't find it too much fun. So, I decided that part of the force went on eBay, unpainted, went straight on eBay, because at the moment there's a shortage in, well, specifically the plastic kits. There's quite a few Mark III kits around, but Mark IV kits, that's what these guys were. It's quite hard to pick them up, so I put them on eBay, got a bit of my money back, it's all good. And I kept the Mark III stuff, and I thought, what am I going to do? Because I really want to do breaches, because I had this idea to do a either a siege, a besieging force, or a force to represent a boarding action in space. There's this amazing story, I think it's called Feast of Crows, or something like that. That could be Game of Thrones. Anyway, it's something like that, where Sevatar boards a Dark Angels battleship. There's lots of boarding actions and stuff, lots of drop pods and what have you, and void warfare and what have you. So I thought that'd be a good idea. And there's lots of Terminators and breaches. Breaches, what breaches are for? Breaches are there to take the fight on in, so to speak. So that's what I decided to do. So I had loads of Night Lord decals left over from a previous project that I've now sold. I've sold an awful lot. Just basically stuff I was just sitting there not getting painted. So anyway, so I had some 40k Night Lord decals lying around. And I decided, yeah, I'm going to do these guys as Night Lords, as a raiding force. So, here we go. This is what we have. This comes to just over 2,300 points. I just need to add a tactical squad, a Heresy tactical squad. And this will be at 2,500 points, or 2,500 points if you're British. And I'll leave it at that for a bit, because obviously my future's not set. So anyway, that's another reason we're doing this, because this force may well be quite lucrative when it comes to making a bit of cash if I need it later on. Anyway, I also did a few little tweaks with the miniatures. You'll see them in a minute. So I kit bashed together some Nostroman chain glaives. I used a crewman that I picked up from Rapier Quad Heavy Bolter Carrier. He's one of the crewmen, and he's a Centurion, or a lieutenant level character. And there's lots of, I think I went through it in the other video, lots of hacking and slashing on the plastic Dreadnoughts and what have you. And there's a couple of Leviathans that I picked up for a ridiculously cheap price on eBay. I got two for, how much does it cost? They're about £74 each on Forge World. And I got two for just a little bit more than it would cost one. So yeah, I was very pleased with that. There was very slight damage to the Storm Cannon one, and some brass etch of different legions. It was just easy to pink off a little bit of filing, a little bit of sanding, done. So yeah, so I was really pleased with that. Anyway, so we'll have a look at all this in a minute. I've been rambling for 5 minutes, God. So I'll look at this. I've also done added a few spikes and stuff on the characters just to represent trophies of judgment and that sort of thing that you will find on Night Lords and what have you. So without further ado, I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to look at some miniatures. First of all, let's look at my Praetor, or Chapter Master level character. He is just the plastic one from Betrayal at Calf. There is a Volkite charger underslung where his chain fist would be. A couple of spikes from the Chaos Rhino or vehicle upgrade kit. The sword is from the Indomitus Captain, because I had one and I did a little bit of a conversion, turned me into Blood Angels. I had that sword, so I cut the blade off and replaced it with a Assault Intercessor chain blade, and that is now a Paragon blade. And yeah, so there's my Praetor. A little bit of wet, you can't really tell, a little bit of wet blending going on the cloak. I was going to put a decal on the cloak, but I decided not to, because it may look a bit GCSE. And here is my Centurion. Now, as I said, he is a crewman for one of the Rapier weapon carriers. There's a plastic head from the Mark III kit set. That is a axe from, was built from a Plague Marine axe with another Chaos axe. It represents the Headsman's axe, which is a Night Lord specific weapon. The boarding shield from Zinj Industries, and again with the skull from the Chaos vehicle upgrade sprue. So yeah, I'm actually really pleased with him. He's one of my favourites. So here we have a normal Breacher Marine. He is in Mark III plate, standard plastic Mark III kit, again with the Zinj Industry siege shield. I think they turned out rather well. Here is the Sergeant with the Nostraman chainglaive. It's made up from the Thunderhammer you get with the Mark III kit and the Assault Intercessor chainsword, which I think makes a very good chainglaive. And then obviously the shield. Now we have 10 of these Cataphracti dudes. I do like having a full squad of 10. Again, with the chainglaive made in exactly the same way, cutting off the power sword from the Cataphracti kit, placing it with the Thunderhammer, halved, and then adding chainsword on top. And as you can see, they're just standard Cataphracti with the plastic plasma blaster from the Tartarus set. Apart from this one, for some reason I lost the front half of the plasma blaster, so I replaced it with 2 plasma nozzles from the Focus from the Mark IV combi weapon. I know you've already seen one, but here's the other one. Slightly different pose and slightly different decal on the shield to differentiate the squads. Now we're on to the big boys. We have the Mortis Dreadnought, which I painted the heads to look like skulls. A little bit of freehand of Nostraman runes on the scroll work, and then 2 carries pan assault cannon. Then the second one 2 Dreadnought close combat weapons with combi bolters. Again, Nostrum runes on the scrollwork, skull face, and different decals just to make him look a touch different. And last but not least, we have these 2 bad boys. Leviathan Siege Dreadnought. These are my favourite Dreadnoughts that Games Workshop Forge World produce. Unfortunately, both of them come in at over 300 points, which some people think is a bit pricey. Yeah, so this is a close combat one with a Siege Drill and a Siege Claw, Heavy Flamers, and Phosphex. And whoever built these built them so well. There was no flash. They were put together incredibly well, and I'm very pleased with whoever did it. And last but not least, we have Mr. Shooty, the twin storm cannon, marine killer, because these guns pump out an awful lot of shots, and they're AP3. That's Horus Heresy AP3. This means Space Marines do not get a save. Again, he has Heavy Flamers and Phosphex, just for extra nastiness, which I thought was very Night Lordy. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on in between doing. What I tend to do is I do commission piece, then do one of my own things, which doubles up as, fingers crossed, I get to keep it, or if I need to sell it when I'm made redundant in a few weeks and things get tight, I can sell it. So that's my plan over the next couple of months while I still have a job, is to do commission work, then paint the complete army, so I have painted armies ready to go, either for when we're allowed to game again, which won't be until June, when we can freely go around other people's houses and do that with no restrictions and what have you, or if I need to sell them, which I really don't want to sell these guys. I really like these guys. Anyway, as usual, please check the links in the description for the affiliates and sponsors, Goblin Gaming, etc. There's Patreon down there as well. If you can whack some love on that, it all helps, and it can help to grow this this channel. If you're still with us, we're almost at 1,900 or 1,900 subscribers. It'd be really cool to hit 2,000 subscribers at some time this year, and then maybe we can do a bit of a giveaway. I do have a few odds and sods lying around that I don't mind giving away, and they're not poo. I promise you, they're not poo. Yeah, I think that covers everything. Oh, and as always, if you're still with me, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.